Hello, Gallant Skink here. Today I'm playing the Isle as a Deino, the most powerful carnivore in the game. Although right now I don't look very threatening. Now first things first, I'm going to go ahead and bask on this rock, get myself some mutations. I think efficient digestion is probably the best choice for a Deino, at least from all the ones I saw. Just because a lot of times you'll end up going a long period without food. Now the lake is surprisingly clear. I think that's just because young Deinosuchus have way better underwater vision than the adults. So I'm going to try to take advantage of this while I can and see if I can locate a fish. Is that a frog? Alright. Hey buddy. It just so happens the bullfrog is on my diet. It gives me S. So I'm going to go to the shore and eat this thing. Usually I could swallow frogs whole, but this thing is so huge I doubt I can. Ooh. Never mind. Ooh, I see a gallimimus over there swimming in the water. It's way too big for me to eat, but I might be able to take a little bite out of it if it's still in here. He's still swimming up here. I see his neck hanging above the water. I don't know why he's swimming that much. Usually they'll swim to brighten their pattern, but he's been in the water for a while now. There's another bullfrog and something bleeding up here. What is this? Ooh, a juicy catfish. And there's another crocodile here. Oh, there's the gallimimus again. Just barely saw him. And there's something else. I want to get away from this thing. That Dilophosaur is huge. They don't really feel that big when you're a different dino, but when you're a baby crocodile, they're absolutely massive. There's that gallimimus again. Oh, he's totally gonna get kicked, right? Or not. I was kind of hoping he would, because dinos are on my diet. Yes! He kicked him! Thank you, Mr. Gallimimus. I'll be enjoying this fine meal. Oh, wait! He saw me! Nope. I gotta get away from here. I'll just kind of chill at the bottom for a little bit. And now he's just sitting here guarding my food. I like this gallimimus at first, but now he's just being a pest. Alright, he's going to the other side now. But there's another gallimimus up here. Alright, now he's going over there too, with a coconut in his hands. Now that I got some S diet, I might actually try to find some fish, because I think they give me lines, don't they? Yeah, they do. Might be able to get a perfect diet pretty early on, which would definitely help with me growing this thing. Now there's a big old catfish up there. He's for sure gonna fill up my line diet. It's just a matter of if I'll be able to catch him or not. Here, fishy fishy. See, he just bolted off. If they can get stuck on the shore like that one though, they're pretty easy to kill, but if you're in a big lake, they're almost impossible as a small dino. What? I can grab the whole fish now? I knew you could grab them whenever you're a little bit bigger, but pretty sure you weren't able to grab them at this size before. And there we go, a perfect diet. Now I've seen crocodile players store fish on land, and I was confused about that. But a little while back I got a comment saying that if you leave the fish on land for 6 minutes, it becomes diet. So I'm gonna go ahead and test that out real quick. I'll leave them up here. I don't know if it has to be like the little chunks. Okay, so it's been a little over 6 minutes. This fish is still not smelling like diet. So either I was lied to, or I'm just doing something wrong here. But I'm gonna let it sit up there and rot a little bit longer. Actually, I just looked it up. It means the schooling fish, not these fish. So I have to find like the little ones. So I apologize to whoever left that comment. You were not lying to me. I was just being dumb. Aha, I see some little splashies up here. I didn't even know I could grab these schooling fish as a dino. I don't see them splash anymore. Where'd they go? Did they just like disappear the second I got here? How rude. I might just go back to the big lake and see if I can find some schooling fish there. Because I feel like they're common enough in the big lake. It's just the bigger fish I either don't find or they just get away quickly and there's no way to catch them. So I found some schooling fish. I'm going to try to grab some and see. Okay. Got that one, and I'm gonna drop it off on this side, far away from the gallimimuses, And I'm gonna set a timer for 6 minutes and see if I can get some dot diet that way. So I got a big putrid pile of rotting fish over here, and I even got some big fish. And I've seen crocodiles lay out these little fillets, so I'm gonna try that. Just setting them out like I'm cooking them on the grill. Alright, so it doesn't say it gives me dots, but I'm just gonna eat one and see. Well, it didn't give me dots, but it could have been there rotting for a shorter amount of time. So I'll let these guys just stay up here a little bit longer, and then I'll try again in a little bit. I smell dot diet over here, that's for sure. You know what? I'll let that science project continue, but I'm gonna go over here and see if I can't get a nibble. It's either a Deino, Packy, or Serrato. Alright, this is gonna be a little bit risky. I kind of have to do a scouting mission first. There is a dead something over here. It's all splayed out. Oh, it's a Carno. Not interested in that. I want the dots. Ooh, I see a corpse up here. I also have to really watch my water though, because the Deino dehydrates really fast once it gets on land. Alright, Serrato dinner. Time to get those dots up, and I might actually eat some of that Carno on the way back. So I'm dying of thirst now, but it's got to the point where my stamina is recharging really quickly. Alright, we're full on stamina, and I'm running for the lake as fast as my little crocodile legs will carry me. Time to retreat back into the depths. Let's see how my experiment is doing. Where are the little fish at? They just disappeared. And my fillets too. And that other fish I had sitting up here. Someone's been snacking on my food. This I cannot stand for. That over there is my shore. What I put on there is my food. This isn't some sort of Deino commune, alright? You gotta get your own fish. I guess it also could have been one of those Beppies. I know they like eating fish. The pteranodons do too. So I've been snacking on fish and scraps and all that, and that's good. But I've been thinking about trying to tackle a dinosaur because now I'm a more respectable size. Now if I was a Gallimimus or something like that, I would probably try to drink downriver. What's that over here? Is that a Gallimimus eating from a plant? Oh yeah, there's a few of them. Those are probably the ones that were kicking me earlier. Might wait and see if one of them tries to get a drink, because they were just prancing around in the water earlier with no respect for crocodiles. It seems it was a good decision leaving the lake, because now the migration zone has shifted to the south, and I've just been going from pool to pool. But eventually I know there's a drop off that's really high and you can't survive the fall. So this one I probably couldn't survive, I don't think. I'll have to walk around it, but the one I'm thinking of is really big. Just got past a bridge. I had to take a big stamina break, but these cliffs are so high up that I don't feel comfortable jumping down to the water. I think I might just go ahead and quit while I'm ahead and go back to the lake. I was doing pretty good there, and I'm sure there'll still be some dinos kind of living around the lake and the river, because I've tried going down there about 10 times and died all those times trying to get down those cliffs because I wanted to live in the pond and the East Plains. I thought that was a really cool idea, but I eventually gave up on that. And I'm gonna go ahead and start trying to get this S diet, but rather than sprinting over there, I'm just gonna do a slow walk. Main reason I'm not sprinting is just in case something else is up here trying to eat that food, like a full-grown Carno or something like that. I'm gonna want to be able to scamper off back towards the lake as fast as I can. Alright, it's snack time. Time to get me some S diet. Why can't I eat this? Okay, well that food's just messed up for some reason. There's another little bit over here though. Can't eat it either. What is going on? Now I got like a little piece of meat stuck on my neck. Ah, this was not worth it. Maybe this will be useful. Like, what if there's a carnivore smelling this meat in the lake, and just when they get close enough to realize something's up with this meat, I'll jump out of the water and grab them. Alright, let's see if these dots are also messed up. This is the same Serrato from earlier. There we go, I'm full on basically dots and line. Unfortunately, my S diet is basically gone, and that mutation I got earlier that makes it to where my hunger drains slower is almost a curse, because I don't think I'll be able to fill up on diet and not overfeed myself. I hate being taunted by this big lump of meat on my neck every time I turn whenever I'm swimming. It's really hard to get S diet too, because most of these things are pretty hard to catch, like raptors, carnos, stuff like that. I mean, the bullfrog's on there, but that barely gave me anything when I was a baby crocodile. So now I have room for another mutation, and this time I'm gonna really look at all these and see which one is actually gonna help me out quite a bit. Some of these mutations are just awful though. Increased oxygen capacity. Alright, the Deino definitely doesn't need that. Increased swimming speed. That actually might be a good one. And since you can like stack mutations, I can only imagine what it'd be like if I just spent all my mutations on speed. Did that fish just die for no reason? Alright, well, when life gives you lemons, you eat a fish. I might just give up on getting S diet and just only eat fish because they're so common. Now, used to on the old map, being a Deino, starving was a pretty big problem, but this map has so many, there it goes again, so many big lakes and stuff that I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with food, really. I'm about to overeat here, actually, but I want to get up that diet. I was just up here on this rock sniffing around for food, and I noticed this meat in my neck makes me look like some sort of weird turkey crocodile hybrid. And now I'm kind of hoping it doesn't go away. I like that look. I wonder if I could climb up this log, actually, to get to this higher pool. Oh my, I can. That's awesome. Alright, this lake used to be swarming with fish, and now there's not a single one. I have found out that even during the day, turning on night vision makes you see a little bit better underwater. But even with that extended range, I haven't spotted a single fish in this lake. And to make things worse, the migration zone just moved really far away. And the problem with spawning here at the Northeast Lake is you're kind of tied to a specific area because it doesn't connect to other parts of the map. Whereas one of the larger rivers in the game I know goes like from the swamp to a lake and all sorts of other locations. So I've been looking at a map of the Isle, and it seems there's a little tiny pond in between here and the water access area kind of in the middle of the map. And I'm thinking about maybe trying to go there and then go to water access. And I think I'll be able to have just enough water to get there. Alright, I've decided I'm gonna try to make the trip to the pond and then water access. And I'm gonna go where no crocodile has ever gone before. Earlier when I was looking at the mutations, I saw one that makes your water drain slower. And I was thinking to myself, how useless is that for a crocodile? But now that I think about it, if I die just before I get to the pond, I'm gonna so regret not getting that mutation. So I knew water would be a problem going to this place, but I kind of forgot about the cliffs. And I've grown this guy to what? Let's see. Almost 50%. I know I like taking risks, but I mean, look, my water is already a third gone. And I'm about an eighth at least of the way there. So I'm just gonna go back to the lake. I see a little silhouette in the distance. It's a fish! Yes! And I'm out of stamina and sinking. Come on, I've been wanting a fish. This is a good sign for what's to come. Now, where'd it go? It's so impossible to see down here. I was swimming around looking for some fish, and there's just a dead one over here by the shore, as luck would have it. I'm smelling more just random line diet over here. Are there just more dead fish for some reason? Another dead fish. Is there some sort of like crocodile serial killer going around here? Or has someone dumped Mountain Dew in the lake? I don't know what's going on, but honestly, I appreciate it. I'm just going marker to marker, living off the fat of the land. This is kind of creeping me out. Just all the fish randomly dying at the same time. And no more than 5 minutes ago, I saw them swimming around happy as can be. Oh, let's go! The migration zone's back here. Alright, I think my faith in the Northeast Lake was just being tested. But I've discovered that it's definitely worth staying here. The fish get a little bit sparse at times, but now there's way too many of them just randomly dying for no reason. And the migration zone's back. Northeast Lake is the place to be for a crocodile. Ooh, I see some live fishies down here. So I guess the lake probably hasn't been poisoned. Probably just, like I said earlier, some sort of weird crocodile just killing fish for fun. Although that one just headbutted the shore and died. Alright, my new theory on why I'm finding all these dead fish is that they're so dumb they just headbutt the shore at terminal velocity and die on impact. There's a baby crocodile over here. My dot diet is almost gone. And looky here, Deino Sukas's S diet. This guy doesn't look like he has a lot of meat on his bones, so I'm gonna spare him for now. But I'm not entirely opposed to the idea of eating a crocodile. I just got a catfish. I'm gonna bring it over to this crocodile as a kind gesture, but in all reality, I'm gonna be fattening him up. Yes, consume the fish. You need the nutrients. I'll come back to visit this crocodile when he's a little bit bigger. So the problem I'm having now is whenever I'm trying to fill up my line diet, instead of adding to it, it's trying to create an entirely new one. So I might just become a piscivore at this point, only eating fish because they seem to be the most plentiful supply of food around here. Yeah, like right over here on this shore, there's just another dead fish. Alright, it's been a few days since I was actually on the Isle. Something weird happened to the servers last time I was playing, and they were just down for multiple hours, and I kind of gave up on that. But now I'm back, and I'm gonna go ahead and pay the lake a visit and see if there's any tasty snacks about. Oh, well, would you looky there, a nice tasty catfish. Don't mind if I do. What? How'd that not kill him? Took a big bite out of that fish. You saw that. I see another Deino up here. I'm gonna go ahead and say hi. Well, this guy just sent basically an incoherent message. I don't know what that means, and I hate being called galley, so I'm just gonna get out of here. So I've been hearing some raptors nearby, and I'm hoping they're gonna get thirsty, but I just don't know what pool they're gonna drink out of. Because I've just kind of been staying in this one for now, but they could drink up there or down in lower pools, so it's kind of a game of luck, really. Thinking I might go ahead and explore up here just a little bit and see if I can get a visual on these raptors. Oh wait, there's something running up there. Okay, I bet they're gonna drink in the lower pool. I doubt I'll reach it in time, but at least I'll know where they like to drink from, so I'm gonna do a little bit of surveillance. I hear something running up here in these bushes, and I just saw them shake. Yeah, something's running around here. Maybe they will drink from this pool. Alright, so I've been going up and down the river looking for people to attack, or just even fish, and I haven't seen anything, but I'm smelling some food up here. Now, it doesn't say any of it's on my diet, because I have that bug happening. I see bones up there. I've heard that Deinos can actually eat bones for nutrients. So I'm going to try that out because... Let's check on this. Yeah, I'm about to run out of my diet. So it's kind of important that I get some good nutritious food in me. Alright, here's the bones. And one of my diets just ran out. So I'm going to go ahead and try to take a bite. Those are some tasty bones, giving me a perfect diet. It looks like it's giving me S and dots. I'm only hoping I can find enough. I don't know if the Packy is on the Deino diet or not. I guess there's only one way to find out. Ooh, and I could also... Actually, someone already nab his organs? What? Well, he just transformed into a skeleton. That was kind of spooky, actually. Ah, yes, another tasty pile of bones. Don't mind if I do. I got one more pile of bones to clean up, and then I'm gonna go back to the water. It's not looking like that gave me much diet, because, yeah, these are already about to run out, and they didn't get high enough to actually increase my diet. So, yeah, now I'm gonna get all these debuffs, unless I find some fish. Well, well, well. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't enjoy cannibalizing other dinos, but I've got a bit of a starvation problem. And they are on my diet for a reason. Don't take this personally. A man's gotta eat! Alright, let's see what organs this guy's got. Oh, he had some lion diet. Nice. Let's see what else he's got in him. Got the heart. I think that gives me... Am I gonna have to Google this? I think that gives me S diet. And then I think the liver... Is that what I've got right here? I don't know. Let's eat this. Yep, that gives me dots. It was not smart eating that liver. That gave me like no dots. Now, some of you may think I'm a monster now because I ate one of my own kind. But don't blame me. Blame the developers. They're the ones that put that guy on my diet and took away all the fish from the river for some reason. Looks like I caught my diet at the right time. It's starting to go up and I have no debuffs. And also, I like to keep night vision on all the time underwater in case you were wondering, just because you can see, it lets me see a lot farther even whenever it's broad daylight. But yeah, look around. Not a single fish in this giant lake. Server restart in 5 minutes. Last time it said that, the server was down for a few hours, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. Alright, well the server actually came back pretty quickly, and would you look at that? My preferred food is here again, so I actually know what to eat. Well, would you looky there, there's a beppy in the water. It's been a while since I've seen one of those. I'm gonna continue back towards the lake. I keep on patrolling this area, but I just never see anything. Looks like there's something swimming up here. Oh, another beppy. I just realized beppies are actually on my diet, but you know, I'm gonna let them be. They wouldn't even give me that much food anyways. It's not worth it. I spotted Deino up here. I'm gonna be nice this time though and not kill them just because my diet's good enough. It'd be really awkward if this was the one I killed earlier though. Alright, I have my eyes on a couple of baby stegos. They're going in for a drink, I think. Yes! This is the moment I've been waiting for! Come here, buddy. Let's go for a swim. There we go, yeah. He's having a good time in the water. I'm just gonna let him go and finish him with some chomps. Is his buddy staying by? Oh yeah, there he is. I doubt he's gonna try to get a drink now. Oh wait, he's coming close. Alright, big mistake. And of course now with that bug again, I actually had to log off to do something real quick. But I'm glad I joined back just now because I have some tasty treats awaiting me. Ooh, and they are on my diet. Sweet. Now, this one I'm gonna feast on. The other one I might kind of leave around to draw in other carnivores, although that didn't get my diet up nearly as much as I thought it would. I might just have to eat the other one too. It's been a long time since I've feasted on stego in the Isle, just because they're so powerful and they always kill me. So it feels really great to have the upper hand. And I'll just eat the bones too, and get rid of all the evidence. Well, what is this? A delightful meal just floating around in the lake? Don't mind if I do. I swear I didn't do this, by the way. I would never take the life of an innocent baby crocodile. I doubt it has much meat on it, but might as well eat those bones as well. Well, here's another baby alligator just kind of swimming along. This person's just asking me if I'm a killer. I mean, I'm just gonna say nope. You know, wouldn't want them to be on edge. Although, if they do get a little bit bigger and I start getting a little bit hungrier, then they may come in useful. Looks like this person stumbled across another dead Deino. You know, I gotta go soon. I'm gonna go ahead and try to freak this person out. I am no killer. But if I was, I would pretend to be friends with my victim until they reached a sufficient size and consume them. Of course, I am no killer. They said, if I kill someone, I don't pretend anything. I just kill it, and that's it. That's not very fun. You like fun, don't you? Yeah, I guarantee this person's gonna try to swim away the second they have a chance. I know I would if I read that. Alright, so this person's been telling me that traveling outside the confines of this river system is indeed possible, and I've been looking at the map. I gotta go soon, but whenever I get back, I'm gonna make the journey, and I'm gonna see if I can maybe get to the South Plains eventually. They said what I should get, though, is the drink saltwater mutation. Alright, I'm back on the Isle, and this time I have a purpose. I'm not just gonna hang around by the river and hope that something shows up, because they never do unless you're those stegos. But I'm gonna try to get a few fish if there are any in this lake, and if there's not, I'm just gonna go ahead and start making my journey. Alright, to no one's surprise, I did not find one fish, so I'm just gonna continue on down the river. Also, I feel like I should mention, every time I go down river, instead of just walking around, I scuttle about on this cliff and slowly get down here, which could get me killed at any time, but this guy is way too slow on land to worry about going the safe route. Although later on down the river, the safe route is the only way that doesn't get you killed. So that's gonna be really fun. Alright, so down here is the point of no return. And I'm gonna have to walk all around this cliff and then the cliff after it as well. But I really think I should wait for at least one fish to get my hunger up. Because that would really suck if I go all that way and then I just starve because I can't find any fish. Ooh, there's some fish hopping out of the water. That's a good sign. A real fish, yes! So I did not happen to see any more fish in the river. So I'm starting to think that that fish I saw was a bit of a red herring. And there's gonna be nothing in the lake either. So I was correct in assuming there wouldn't be any fish. And now my diet's going way down. I'm gonna start getting debuffs soon. I might just have to sit in the lake and hope the fish arrive. And if they don't, then I'm never gonna make that trip. I wish they would add some sort of fish whisperer mutation where I could just whistle and all the fish swim over to me. But unfortunately that's not in the game, so I just gotta make laps around this lake and hope I come across a fish. Oh my, I was on that rock and I got down here and there's just fish everywhere. The catfish, coelacanths, everything. Alright, I was gonna chomp that catfish. Where'd that little fish stick swim off to? I was just on him. Okay, whatever. There's a bounty of fish. I can go after any one of them. They're fast, but they're not fast enough. Or maybe they are, because I can't bite these stupid catfish. There we go. Can I swallow it whole yet? Yes. There's a bunch of little fishies over here. Get one of these. These are usually easier to get than the catfish. Oh, yeah. Yeah, did he just swim up and die? Where'd he go? He did some weird flopping maneuver. I'm almost running out of stamina hunting after all these fish. See, you saw that. That catfish just took a direct bite and swam off like it was nothing. And look, now I'm out of stamina just plunging towards the depths. You know, at first, I thought that hunger mutation was pretty useless because it was stopping me from stocking up on my diet. But now that I think about it, my hunger was getting really low before these fish showed up. I might have starved if it wasn't for that mutation. Come on, yes, headbutt the shore, you stupid catfish. No, don't swim back over here. I've noticed there's a little bit of a art to herding these guys just into the shore, and then they nosedive into the mud and either die or they just kind of stay there like this one is now. Don't slide back into the lake, please. Just stay here. No! Stupid freaking fish! Alright, this should be the last fish I need. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and eat a few more fish, but then I'm finally gonna make that journey down to the swamp and all the rivers that surround it. When the lake provides, it's a paradise around here. The only problem is most of the time it doesn't provide, and it's a barren wasteland, which is why I need to get out of here. Well, 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 look what we got here. Couple of fish thinking they can just be swimming down the river without me intervening. I was kind of hoping there'd be a few snacks along the way. Alright, so beyond this waterfall lay uncharted lands, or at least uncharted by me. And I've tried to sneak down this cliff into the water, and it's not possible. I wanted to make a trip down here one time, and I spent about 10 baby crocodiles trying to do so. So I'm just gonna have to walk the long way around, and I'm gonna go ahead and pull up a map really quickly so I can kind of follow the paths, because this guy cannot climb up cliffs. Okay, so there's a path to the right over here. Server restart, dang it. Okay, whatever. There's a path to the right, and if I follow it, I can eventually make it to the swamps just before I die of thirst. And then that Deino earlier said I go through the swamp, get the saltwater mutation, go around, and then I can end up in the South Plains. Right now, at least, there's not many players online, which might help me out, because it would really suck if I run into a group of Carnos on this path. Seems right now, though, I'm being given an opportunity to at least get another drink to get my water up, so I'm going to do that really quickly. Or really slowly, for that matter, because the Deino is incredibly slow. I'm slowly making my way down the path again. I'm scared something's gonna run out of that tunnel and attack me, but then again, I'm a Deino, so I'm not too worried. In fact, is that even a tunnel you can go down? It looks like really dark. Yeah, I think that might just be an unfinished tunnel, so nothing's gonna be coming out of that one. Alright, so I'm officially dying of thirst now. And I think I kind of go southwest through here. This is just a little bit of a shortcut, I'm hoping. So I've gotten a little bit lost. I think the path I'm wanting to be is on the other side of this fence, but I don't see a gate. Oh, wait a second, there's one up here. Alright, so that shortcut kind of worked, but it wasn't nearly as efficient as I thought it would be because of this giant wall. The bad thing is, whenever I was looking around for the gate, I kind of panicked and sprinted a lot, and now I can't get my stamina back while walking, but I'm not gonna lay down and try to get it back. I think if I just continue at a walking pace, that's my best bet at getting to the swamp. Well, that didn't go as planned. I'm sure that if I just made one more stop to get water, and I was a bit wiser with my stamina, I could have made it to the swamp. So let this be a lesson that if you're gonna travel as one of these guys, you really gotta make sure you're efficient with your water and stamina use. I think next time I play as a Deino, I'm gonna spawn in the South Plains, wait until I get the saltwater mutation, and then I can travel to the swamp or other areas. But the North Lake, it just isn't really worth going to. It's too far away from all the other water sources. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Isle, and I'll see you next time.